Alright, we are now live. Alright. What's up, everybody? This is Weaver Guy. We are back after a week or two hiatus because I was dying of a stomach bug. I thought my mic was muted, I'll be honest.
It was not.
How's everybody doing?
Doing good. Doing good.
Sorry.
I'm good,
Got
thank you.
Got a couple weekly doses of anime.
Definitely. I thought I still had push to talk to. I am a mess, apparently, today.
Who put you in charge? Yeah, you elected yourself.
That is
You were
how it
dumb
did.
enough to just go along with it.
You sure were. I'm sorry that you all agreed to that.
Well, we just didn't want to buy the computer.
Fuck, you're not wrong. Only $1,500 later. Well, no. If you include the graphics card that I bought like 3 or 4 months prior, before I had anything else, it's like a $2,000 investment.
Yeah. All you.
Yeah.
You're a good leader.
Yeah. Well, I tried. I wonder if I can make it a tax write-off. No.
We are making $0 on this, so no.
That is not true. I've made 1 penny. I don't know where it's from, but I have a penny.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. 1 penny.
The YouTube plaque is climbing.
Yeah. Yes. I wouldn't that be great if they gave a YouTube like for 1 view? Just we're gonna give you a penny. It's gonna be the YouTube button, but the size of a penny.
You would hang it on your wall. I see a nice open spot right back there.
I have plenty of wall space, if you notice, and I got 2 beds on top of each other. It's crazy. Oh, somebody did close my door. Okay, that's good. Again, I'm a fucking mess today. This is what happens when you die from a stomach bug. And the worst part is, it was only a 1-day thing. Like, I probably on Monday could have willed myself to do it, but I just felt like literal death.
It's all good.
So, what
Time.
what has everybody been up to the past couple weeks?
So everybody's been hyping it up. I started Tokyo Revengers.
And what do you think?
Yay!
I really like it. It's kind of like a little more like a hardcore slice of life.
Yeah.
That's the way I can describe it. I usually like more adventure, but it's still got like a supernatural element to it. So I'm at the part. What's the second? I haven't watched it for a couple days, so I already forgot the name of gangs. Mikey
Bloody
and
Halloween.
No, what Mikey and
That's an event.
Oh, okay. I don't think I'm there yet.
How far are you?
Mike. That's what I'm trying to. Mikey and Draken's gang is the Tomo.
Come on.
Tamon. And then what's the big rival gang?
If it's the early season.
Yes.
Okay,
so, oh god, I'm forgetting the main character's name.
Are you to Valhalla?
Valhalla, yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, there we
go. So, Draken just told, I'm forgetting the main character. Takamichi just told, in the future, Draken just told Takamichi that Mikey is the leader of Valhalla. So he's just going back now to try to figure that out. That's where I'm at.
A little mixed up on gangs, but I get what you're at.
Yeah.
It makes sense now.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, this isn't really a spoiler, but there ends up being like 4 or 5 different gangs. So like,
I figured.
When you start going, well, what gang is it? I'm like, well, I gotta cycle back because what the gang I'm dealing with right now is like an iteration of like 2 or 3 of the gangs that have already been mentioned. It's all over the place.
So that's what I've mainly been watching. And still reading Lita.
Let's see here. Anything else? Sorry,
No.
I'm social media-ing while we're, you know.
Uh, no.
Distracted streaming.
I've
Yeah,
been so
exactly.
I've been so busy lately. I haven't even watched any Tokyo Revengers in the past like 4 or 5 days because I've been so busy. I haven't watched anything
Are you watching dub or subbed?
dubbed.
Okay, so here's the best part. Um, are you watching Hulu on Hulu?
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna get once you get to the second season, and I thought I was just done for a while, and I was just waiting for the dub, or waiting for the next season. So season two, the dub ends like 12 episodes into season two, and then you have to watch the rest subbed.
I hate it when Hulu's so bad about that because from what I heard, Naruto still isn't even finished being dubbed on Hulu.
You're correct on that.
That is dumb. It has been years at this point.
Shippuden is though. That's the funny thing.
Oh, Shippuden is done?
Yeah. They figured nobody wants to sit through the tuning exams anyways. I sure don't. Yeah, so that was like my big complaint was that, and the thing that confused me, they used the same thumbnail for the English and the Japanese. So the thumbnail showing this guy that is like supposed to be the big bad for season two, and I get all the way through these 12 episodes, and I'm like, he doesn't show up until the last episode of the dub, and I'm like, what the fuck is his importance then? And then I'm going and looking just to find out that there's another like 12 or 15 episodes in Japanese. So just giving you the heads up now. And there's no, I've been looking at the Reddit and everything, there's no like guarantee that they're even gonna dub the second half of.
Really?
Yeah. It doesn't mean they won't. There's just no concrete plans at the moment.
I just don't understand that because it's very popular.
Oh, it is a phenomenal show. I'm crack addicted to it.
It is amazing, but I especially think with some newer ones that are very similar, like Windbreaker, they probably won't go back and dub it anytime soon because a lot of people who like Tokyo Revengers are watching that right now.
That makes sense.
Katie, what have you been watching?
Yep.
I'll take it.
You're up.
Kaiju number 8. So Kaiju number 8, Windbreaker, the new Demon Slayer, and reincarnated as a slime.
Are you watching new stuff on Slime or?
No, I'm just now about to go into season 2.
Okay.
Yeah,
I watched season 1, love season 1, and I just haven't picked back up on season 2 yet because there was a long hiatus, and when there's a long hiatus, I have trouble getting back into the anime.
that's completely understandable. Yeah, I just started it about a week ago. I'm only able to watch 2 or 3 episodes a night right now. And then I'm also on Future Diary, but I forgot what episode because I fell asleep, so.
I hate it when I fall asleep on the anime and it just keeps playing and playing, and then I have to go back and I don't even know which episode it is.
I know, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to start that one all over again.
I've
So I'm
done
kind
that
of
before.
procrastinating.
Which one?
Future Diary.
Okay. What's that
Yeah,
one
just
about?
because I'm gonna be honest, I got through one episode and fell asleep. It was like 3 in the morning.
Oh,
Not a
okay.
compelling argument to want to watch it.
No.
Don't hate me. It was 3 in the morning, okay? That is why. And I had also watched a bunch of Reincarnated as a Slime before, so like just that peaceful music at the end.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't watch more than 5.
that's fair. Well, that's the other thing that sucks right now. I was just thinking about with Tokyo Revengers is I can't nod off like I want to. Like, So like,
I've done it before. I had to go back and rewatch a couple episodes.
well, it's even harder with the sub since I'm on that tail end of it. It sucks because there was like one night I think it was the day that I was sick. So I was I'm just laying here dying, so I need to like watch something, and like I had to end up going back and watching like 5 episodes because I nodded off and I fell asleep for about 3 or 4 hours. So I woke up and I'm like, what the fuck's going on here?
It's like
One-
that. You can see everyone new.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
When I'm watching a sub anime, I go full ADHD and I'll get on my phone and I'm paying attention to it, but I feel like I'm understanding it. And then I'll look up like, oh yeah, I don't understand Japanese at all. And then I have to go back and rewatch it all. I'm hearing it and I'm absorbing it. I'm just not understanding.
You're just not understanding hard enough, I think.
No. Yeah.
You have to unlock that core component in your brain to understand the Japanese.
Yeah.
I haven't
I
done
only
it
understand,
myself.
I understand like 80% now, and then I'm like, okay, I missed a word. Oh no, I have to rewind. I look
And
down.
I'm
I wasn't
lost.
looking down.
And here we go. We gotta go back. No. Yeah. So Tokyo Revengers. What's your thoughts so far on it, Trevor? Like, if you had to give it where you're at right now out of like 5.
Out of 5, I give it like a 3, solid 3.
Okay. I promise you, by the end of it, it'll be a 5.
There is some. Actually, you guys might be able to answer it because it's kind of a plot hole to me.
Okay.
So,
No.
Hina's brother, does his memories alter when Takumi comes back, or does it at least explain it later?
Yes, kinda.
Yes.
Okay, that's all I need.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
It
Because I'm
does.
like, because it doesn't seem like his memories alter, and I'm like,
So
don't know
here,
your sister's alive, dude.
so I'll try to explain it. I won't spoil anything, but more or less, you've seen how they've made like a board, and they know like, hey, this person's here, this person. So every time that he goes and comes back, something will change, and he'll acknowledge that it's changed, and he'll still say like, yeah, but this happened, or there's this new person that's in here that wasn't before. So like, they don't explain how it exactly changes or how he's able to still retain some of that memory, but it does alter a little bit from time to time.
Okay. So that was the one thing like I wasn't understanding. Like if he was like a tether or something like that, I could understand it. I just want an explanation because I'm very picky about time travel.
So
Just
yeah.
watch because all of that is explained in the end. Like I'm not going to spoil it, but
Yeah.
all of the time travel stuff is explained. So
Yeah.
just keep watching or read. It hasn't even come out anime wise yet, so
Yeah.
you're good.
Okay.
Yeah. So like you know just about as much as I know in it.
Okay.
So so out of 5, you're giving it a 3 right now.
I'll give it a 3 right now.
I promise you, by the time you get to the end of it, you'll be at a 4 or 5, easily.
Okay.
Especially the season I'm on. I've heard a lot of people kind of not big fans of it, but I don't see why. I'm not really. I don't know if it's just because Hulu's the one that's kind of picking it up and kind of taking liberties and what have you, but I've enjoyed it. I'm not really sure where the hate is coming from on it.
So one way of knowing I'm liking an anime is if I actually remember the characters' names. So when I start actually saying their names, then I'm into it.
I mean, you got at least some of them, so we're getting there.
It's been like 4 or 5 days since
Yeah.
I've watched it. That's the only reason I'm forgetting right now.
That's fair.
See, it's tattooed on me, so I love that show.
Yeah. Honestly, you're gonna find out that Mikey is the goat.
I like Mikey. I like Mikey and Draken.
Yeah, they're easily the two best characters in the show. Like,
Yeah.
Takamichi is cool and everything. He's good for what he's supposed to be in the story, but Mikey and Draken are where it's at.
If Takamichi could just fight, it would be better. Like I feel like he
fights with his tears.
Yes.
He fights with his tears.
He's very much
with his heart.
You're gonna realize real quick that like that's kind of like the luster and like the charm to him is that fuck, I'm gonna get ahead of myself here. I'm not. I promise you, if you're expecting him to fight and have like moments like Mikey, you're gonna be disappointed.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna come because they made it pretty clear that's his character, which I'm like, okay, he's not overpowered. So.
Yeah, no, he's not overpowered.
He's not powered.
He's not anything really, other than a catalyst to change the future. He is essentially Marty McFly. He is Marty McFly.
Yep, just get him a life preserver.
I almost spit my drink up. I don't know why. So I got my Crunchyroll order. I was really happy about that. So I now have
solo leveling.
I have all the solo leveling that are available now. And I got a cute little Anna May pin.
Aww. I can't tell what it is. Oh, it's Crunchyroll's mascot.
Yeah, and it says at the bottom, Anime 2024. So it is something that is particular for that holiday. And then my wife got her Gurren mangas.
Oh no.
Yep.
Seraph.
Yep. And she's actually addicted to those. I got her to finally start reading them yesterday, and she's about to finish book 2, or she might be finished with book. Yeah.
She already knows more about Seraph than I do.
Yeah, facts. Like, and it's funny because like her whole thing, and I get it, was she thought she was gonna have a hard time reading right to left. As opposed to...
Oh, yeah, it comes pretty easy.
It does. Now, I told her, I said, the funny thing is now when, like, even when I read comics, I am unintentionally reading it like it's a manga.
I've done that. Now, have you started solo leveling yet?
Yes. Now, that's what's fucking me up. Now I'm reading it left to right, and I'm like, son of a bitch. I gotta rewire my brain to, like, read it normal. Like...
Goddamn Koreans.
Yes.
If they could all just like get on the same page and like right to left or left to right, I don't care. Just don't fuck with me like that. There's gonna be a civil war, not a civil war. There's gonna be a war between Korea and Japan because they can't figure out if they want to go right to left or left to right. Maybe
solo leveling.
I read the first book all in within 30 or 40 minutes. I was.
Yeah, it's so good.
Once you read, finish 8, you're gonna want to start either reading the light novels or read the rest of it on online.
So, the one thing I've noticed just from the first manga is it goes into a lot more detail than the anime.
Yes, so much more.
It actually explains everything a lot better. Like, not that it's hard to grasp on the anime at all. It's actually, they explain it 100 times an episode what, like, the system is, but, like...
It focuses on what it wants you to focus on.
Yes.
Yeah. Especially with the menu screens and everything like that.
Yeah. And they give you a little... They didn't do this in the anime to set up Jinwoo. At the beginning, at the beginning of the manga, they set up, kind of give you a little intro before you go into going, oh, he's the weakest hunter. They explain why he's actually the weakest hunter, as opposed to like, oh yeah, he just sucks, but like, and then like you see one little thing where he gets hurt, and then you're like, okay, you're going all out.
Going to the hot. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I do like that we're expanding the knowledge of it and actually like helping me relate more or understand Jinwoo better than I did in the anime. And the anime is phenomenal. It's nothing against the anime, but you know, it's very rare that I feel like a lot of the times the anime does the opposite, where it tries to give you more context and more.
Especially at the beginning of the anime
Yeah.
with Jeju Island,
Yeah,
because you don't even hear about that till like
Yeah.
book 6, I think.
yeah,
5 or
and
6.
and you're just like,
Mhm.
what the hell does this have to like? They go right to it at the beginning, and you're like, oh, well, what's this? And then you don't hear about it until the end of the last episode in the anime. So it's like, okay, well, that was. I get what you're trying to do, but why? That
Mhm.
time they could have done setting that up could have been what they should have been doing from the manhwa, and that hey, this is Sun Jin Woo, this is why he's the worst hunter, this is so on and so forth.
And you've met Gino, but you haven't really got to see their relationship. I feel like they should have spent a little more time on that as well.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, it's I think it's all gonna come in season 2.
yeah. So that's what I've heard. I think it's come out
Yeah.
that they're gonna focus more on the relationships with these characters, how we get to hear from here to here, and then a little more understanding and kind of like who these characters are that you kind of introduced in the first season, but you didn't really, okay, there's this one character and this character, but what's their importance to the story?
Mm-hmm.
As far as I know, the only important character right now is Jinwoo. And that's it.
He's
Exactly, that's how the
definitely
anime.
yeah, he's definitely the main focus, but there's a lot of other characters that are making things happen.
Right.
Like his sister's one. Gino's a big thing. Hey and Cha. She doesn't come in until much later too in the manga or manhwa.
Who is she? Is she the blonde hair, like the one that's the one that stops the guy on the bike or whatever? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
She's the most recent S class hunter.
Okay. So yeah, I mean stuff like that. Like I said, I don't even remember their names. They're not making. That would probably be my one complaint about the anime is that you introduced these characters, but you didn't really give me anything else other than.
It's because they're introducing them so early.
Yeah.
Is the problem.
Yeah.
Gino's about the old Gina. I swear I hate Korean names. They're all sound the same. Gina.
That's racist.
Yeah. Gina, his sister, she's introduced at about the right time. They tried to give her a little more of character introduction. Gino, I think he should have gotten a little bit more, and then Jinu. Those are going to be your main ones for right now. But
okay. Yeah. I'm excited to keep reading on. I'll be honest. I'm probably gonna read another one tonight. So.
I also suggest the game. The game is actually really fun and addicting.
Arise. Okay, I'll have to
I've
get
been
that.
playing it on my phone.
I have a bad relationship with Netmarble. The only reason I haven't done it yet.
Oh my god.
It's worth it, and the graphics on it are really pretty. My only complaint, and I will be totally upfront, is every time I go onto it, it takes a solid 10 minutes to load.
Yep, and I bet when
maybe
you
my
update,
internet. Yeah, it's bad, and every time I shut my phone off, then it doesn't move, so I have to sit there.
Oh.
I played Marvel Future Fight addictively for like 6 years. I dumped over probably about $3,000 or $4,000 into that game over that time frame, and I still couldn't do stuff in the game, like beat regular bosses. It was if you wanted to get the stuff to actually progress, you were investing thousands of dollars into
You
the
actually, the trick was is you actually have to
Oh
put
my
millions in.
game. Honestly, if you were trying to get like the best of the best gear, like it was a 1% drop rate to get the gear you needed out of this loot chest, and it cost like 1,200 crystals, and for you to get like 10,000 crystals was $100 or something like that. Like it to actually
That's
do,
insane.
yeah.
Yeah.
That I was like, I'm okay with pay to play to an extent, but oh my god, you guys are just gouging me. So that's the
Right.
only reason I'm so worried it's gonna happen in this too.
Just don't connect your card.
Yeah.
That's what I
It's
do, and if I get something bad, okay, it sucks and it'll take longer, but eventually, maybe one day.
I think that's the thing. Trevor's telling us he has a problem, and he knows that he will spend money.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
wants us to.
don't
He
play.
wants to have an
No.
intervention right now. Is that this is actually what this is?
well, and their way of updating the characters was that you had to buy the new outfits,
Oh, of course.
and the outfits were expensive. They would have a sale as soon as they put them out, but that was the only way you could actually make the character. Like, if you had Spider-Man, he was useless. You couldn't do anything with him. You had to buy his Iron Spider from Marvel Endgame or something like that in order for him to actually be playable. So, just so worried that it's going to go that route again. But I do need to download it because you are right. Netmarble had amazing graphics. It had a lot of content that was fun to play. I
I
hate
take my suggestion back for you, though. Just for you.
you guys are gonna see me. Like all my memorabilia is gonna be gone. I downloaded Solo Arise.
Honestly, if you don't do that by the next week as a joke, I'm gonna be upset. That's gonna be like the bit.
Yes.
Each week you're gonna take one thing off the shelf until we notice that your shelf is empty. Oh my gosh. What's funny
I
is,
thought
is
what's good, guys.
I'm gonna make a clip of this now. So I can. This might have to be the first TikTok video we do. Trevor
y'all
might
get
have
those
a problem.
the new outfits out for solo leveling Arise.
Yeah, y'all got the new solo leveling levels?
I need those new weapons. I need them all.
Oh my
New
gosh.
cosmetics coming.
Oh my gosh.
They gotta put them on sale. They keep saying they're gonna go on sale.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, before we feed Trevor's bad habits, as far as reading, I've been reading Solo Leveling. Finish what I have of Kaiju number 8, so now I need to go buy the next couple volumes. And I'm watching, obviously, Tokyo Revengers. I'll be finishing that up probably tonight, actually. And then Demon Slayer, My Hero. That's pretty much it. And speaking of My Hero, we'll get right into the news. My Hero's manga is ending, or it's ended at this point. The latest chapter pretty much wrapped up its biggest arc that it's had. And this is no spoilers or anything. This is just saying, hey, if this is wrapping up, we're probably getting close to the anime wrapping up, I would say within probably the next 2 years. Depending on if they want to drag it out or not. And they easily could. But it's crazy to think that something that's been out since July of 2014 is now finally wrapping up. I know it's funny to think that because of One Piece has been out forever, but this was kind of one of the animes and mangas that got me back into wanting to read and watch
It's
it.
a lot of the newer generation's Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
It's their starter anime.
Fun fact, it's my wife's starter anime. It is actually, that is actually the first anime that Allison actually watched with me. She had a hate for Dragon Ball because it always came on in place of Totally Spies, and
I
she
love Totally Spies.
very underrated.
I didn't know it, but a lot of people consider it Western anime.
It's a Western.
kinda like-
It is considered a Western anime. I mean, if you look at the stuff, that's like the thing to really think of. You know what? I don't even know if we need to do a tier list today. We could talk about this. Just the idea of like things that you look back now and you're like, damn, that was anime. So like Pokemon, for example. As a kid, I didn't ever consider that anime. Honestly, it's hard for me to even consider it anime now, even though it is. But
it's border, yeah.
to me, that was just Saturday morning cartoon. That was the Saturday morning cartoons that you hear your parents talk about. That was our version of it. It was Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Jackie Chan Adventures, a banger.
Beyblade or whatever.
One more thing.
Oh my gosh. Great.
I love that show.
We're canceled now. Way to go. Stuff like that to really look back in hindsight, and it's like, shit, it is actually an anime. Like Samurai Jack is another good one, and that would be that's a Western anime. That's not
Western, yeah.
As much as people want to say that anime has to be from Japan and manga has to be Japan, it does not. It is actually just a style. Now, is most of it derived from Japan and everything? Yeah, of course. That's the main mecca of everything. But like really, it is still weird to look back and think of stuff that is anime. That you're like, no, that was just cartoons. I don't know. Like even Dragon Ball, like obviously an anime, but like to us, that was just something we came home and watched. Yeah. It is really crazy to think of the stuff that you look back on now, and it's just like, damn. I'm feeling nostalgic. I gotta mention this. I told you guys on the group chat. I found Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and 25th anniversary of the card game.
It's the original set too.
And yeah, they released the first. I guess this was like 10 or 11 months ago that they did this, but I'm just now kind of really like, damn, I kind of want to get these. They released like the first 4 or 5 sets again, which is like for me is nostalgic. I remember I had posted this on my Facebook. I can remember my mom taking me every Saturday to Toys R Us, and they would have Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments at the Toys R Us. And
I did the Pokemon tournament.
See,
Pokemon League.
I never did the Pokemon. I never did the Pokemon League. I could never grasp the concept of the Pokemon cards. I'll be honest.
So the Pokemon League was really cool because they gave you a book, and every time you traded a card with someone, they gave you a stamp in your book. And then anytime you battled someone, they gave you a stamp. And if you won the battle, you got 2 stamps. After so many stamps, you got your Pewter City badge. Then you got your I forget what the water badge was called. Is it just Cerulean City badge?
Yeah.
Boulder badge, water. Anyway, you get all the badges.
Yeah.
See, I just kept the cards for myself.
Yeah. Yeah, so like that's the thing. I never so for Pokemon it was always collecting. I never and shout out to my mom, an awesome mom, probably like I said, I know she dreaded every Saturday taking me and my friend to a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. And but
I'm gonna get banished to the Shadow Realm. You gotta take me.
Exactly. I can remember me and my close friend at the time. She would pick him up or he would sleep over Friday night after school. We would go Saturday. We would go to the tournament. It would be, it wasn't really a tournament. It was just like you went and battled people and
Yeah.
have a good time and trade, do whatever. And then usually at the end of it, my mom buys me like a pack or two. And like, the funny thing is like the cards I was opening, I'm like, these are all the fucking doubles I had from when I was a kid. So like, now I got triples, but back to them being singles because, I got rid of the shit that's worth thousands now. So, yep. Same with my Pokemon cards. My dad gave away my whole first edition.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people went through that.
Yeah.
I still have my Charizard.
Yeah, I don't have anything, Trevor. I'm a
Neither
broken
do I,
man.
don't worry.
I still have my original Yu-Gi-Oh deck too, my Dragon deck.
Oh, see, like, I'm gonna get back into the game. I think I
downloaded the game on my Switch and I play that way because if I had the deck I wanted, it would cost like a few thousand.
That's fair.
Like
That's fair.
2,000.
Yeah, it's something I kind of just want to do. It's just something.
It's a lot of fun.
Something that I have a lot of hobbies, but I never stick with them. So something to just kind of, hey, what's fun? I can understand it better than Magic. I feel like so.
Yeah, I'm not a huge Magic fan.
Yeah, my brother's trying. My brother's trying. He's like, it's grown up Yu-Gi-Oh, and I said, no, Yu-Gi-Oh is grown up Yu-Gi-Oh.
I will say
Yeah.
new Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's more complicated than Magic.
Oh yeah,
You get into pendulum summons.
You're already speaking. You might as well be speaking Japanese.
I
to me.
only know it because of my Switch game. Like they do shit on the screen. I'm like, I don't know what you're doing. I just know how to play my deck. I'm gonna try to win. And then usually at turn 2 I lose. So.
That's fair.
only know
Usually
zero
turn 1 I somehow fuck it up, so it's all right. Anyways, other than nostalgia, it's just cool to look back on stuff like that and just realize how appreciative I am. I even like posted, and my mom was like, "Yeah, I remember taking you to those," and I'm like, "You hated it, didn't you?" She's like, "I don't want to say I hated it. It was fun for you, but like, she's like, I would sit out in my car and do work stuff while you were out there." And I'm just like, well, I guess it's productive.
Aww.
Yeah. So, little stuff like that. I had a wave of nostalgia, and I'm probably gonna go drop $40 or $50 down on Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So,
Nice.
yeah.
We all do it.
It was an impulse buy for sure.
If you get a Red Eyes, I will buy it off you.
That's fair. I'm
Red
gonna
Eyes
look
is my
I'm gonna look into the booster boxes. Apparently, this 25th anniversary stuff, the booster boxes are only like $40 or $50.
Really?
Yeah, they're not.
Not bad.
No. Well, because they're not out of print yet. That's always the trick. Just like with Pokemon cards, it's once it goes out of print, then that booster box that you could get at any time for $100 is all of a sudden left and right kidney. So.
I remember watching Logan Paul. He opened his first booster box. It was on a show on Netflix, actually.
I think I got my stomach bug again.
Yeah, I'm not a fan, but it was his first booster box. It's valued at $100,000, and he opened every pack trying to find a Charizard.
Did you see where he got scammed?
He didn't find it.
And somebody sold him a booster box, and it was a bunch of G.I. Joe cards.
I did hear about that, actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And they wouldn't refund them because they're like, well, that's your fault. Well, does anybody else have any nostalgia they're thinking about? If not, I think we're gonna we're kind of doing a speed round today.
Was that your only news you had, Damien, about My Hero?
Oh shit! That's we got completely sidetracked. Okay, I did. That's fair.
We're just letting you go down memory lane.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I needed that. I almost cried a little bit from it. No, so Yeah, My Hero. That's why we got sidetracked, because we were talking about first animes and all that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, got you. I am back on the news train. So My Hero ending, obviously a big thing. Meaning the anime is gonna end within the next couple years. Um, JJK seems like every episode or every chapter is gonna break the internet at this point. I'm not gonna give any spoilers, but if you know, you know. There may or may not be a return of a Kit Kat in some shape or form. Like I said, if you know, you know. So, it's a spoiler if you know. So, and as far as small news, Trevor, you're gonna like this. So on Call of Duty, I was just playing this today. Apparently, I think it's Alucard from Helsing is on there.
Yeah, I have a skin.
How long's that been on there?
It's ever since the new Call of Duty came out, because that was the first one I bought. Actually, that's the only one I bought.
Well, fuck me, I guess, because
Yeah.
I definitely thought I stumbled upon something.
It is news. Just like
It-
new news.
Yeah. Well, they did add Gundam there. Gundam is
Yes,
new.
Gundam is
Yeah.
is on yeah.
I didn't
You're
think
right,
we
you're
would be talking about Call of Duty, but it was something that did pop up. That was the short news that I'm not really gonna touch too much on it. Fortnite, I think, is about to add some more My Hero characters. If you play Fortnite, I'm excited because they just put Anakin and Padme on there. So my wife and I are gonna obviously get the Anakin and Padme. Other
You're
than that,
gonna
I
be
don't
Padme,
think
aren't you?
you caught me.
Smaller hitbox.
Exactly. You hit the nail on the head there. I'm just mad they didn't put the Sith eyes on Anakin, but that's
Oh, that would be cool as like an alternate.
yeah. I actually have one of my favorite Funko Pops. I have Anakin with Sith eyes.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think I have any more news. That was really
Star Wars Acolyte came
Naruto.
out.
Naruto Crocs are releasing this Friday, I believe, officially.
Oh yeah.
So, exclusively, I think they're exclusively on Foot Locker and probably also on Crocs. So,
I think I did see him on Crocs.
yeah, which I'm gonna try and get a pair. I might get the Akatsuki. I think that's gonna be the one that sells out first. So,
Probably.
it's damn near on everything.
You said it's Saturday?
Friday.
Friday.
Or Saturday. It's Friday or Saturday. I'll let you know later.
Yeah, let me know, please.
Yeah, please. Did you guys have any news?
Nope.
No? Like I said, this is kind of a speed round episode. As you can tell, we're short a couple people. We are planning on here in the next whenever we can get everybody together, we want to do a big bracket that I'm making. It's going to be the best teams. We're going to have one side that's antagonist, one side that's protagonist. Maybe an appearance of the Jiggle Butt Gang for Trevor, but
Jiggle.
yeah.
Jiggle.
You know, it took when you said it, I'm like, fuck. I'm like, that name sounds familiar. And then I had to go and look, and I'm like, oh, I know who this is.
I thought you of all people would know.
I erased it from my memory. I'll be honest. It's one of those things where I try not to remember it. All right. So our fun little game we are doing today, and this is kind of a speed round. We'll debate on it a little bit, but I don't think there's much debate. Our topic for today is anime mentors, and we're doing a tier list. So it would help if I shared the screen with everybody. Let's see here. Boom. Okay. And all right. So our tiers are amazing mentor, good mentor, average mentor, bad mentor, and horrible mentor. So, let's see here. Everybody has the screen up?
Yep.
All right.
Yes.
So we got our first mentor up. And what are we thinking?
Amazing. Aruka.
Yeah. I would agree. Aruka is. I mean, I haven't seen all of Shippuden, but just from what I've seen, Aruka is definitely a amazing, possibly. It's got good to amazing level for sure.
And he was Naruto's best man at his wedding.
All right, well, he's automatically goaded. So, amazing mentor he is. All right, we got Mike Guy.
I also want to say amazing. I don't like. I'm not gonna say every mentor is amazing for sure, but my guy, he cares so much. He cares so much about his pupils.
So, are we also basing this off of, like, I guess, how good his pupils end up being? Like,
No.
success or, like, training or, like, that's, like, the hard thing. So, like...
I would say overall. Like, there's a lot of factors.
Okay.
Like, he's powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's powerful. He's a good mentor to his students. I think that's the main thing. How much he cares, what he's done for him. Yeah, I hate to do two in a row, but I got to go with amazing.
I agree.
On this one. I
agree. I mean, he's easily the one that. I mean, look at how Rock Lee is, and like to the point Rock Lee molds himself after.
And Neji.
And
I mean, Naruto's just really bad with women. That's the only reason Tenten kind of gets the shaft a little bit. But that's another thing too, is that two of his pupils don't use chakra, really. Or I'm sorry, ninjutsu. They mostly use taijutsu.
Okay. So I can't take the reins on this one, Trevor. So this is all you.
So I would put him at Goodman.
So who does he end up training?
Kakashi, Obito, and Rin.
Okay.
I'm gonna go average.
We're going average for?
I would go average for Minato. Because Kakashi is amazing, but one of his other pupils ends up not so good.
That's fair.
And some of his people ends up dead.
Well, I mean, I know which one ends up not so amazing, so it's not really too much of a spoiler.
I would say average.
Average? Okay. What looks to be like my grandfather. Who is this?
So, I forget his name. He is the one who trains Luffy for 2 years.
He kind of looks like he would be Luffy's dad or grandfather.
No, we don't know. We know Luffy's dad's name, but we haven't actually... At least I don't think we've seen him yet. We might have in the manga. Maybe the anime. I'm gonna say average mentor. You don't see his training process, and even then, Luffy's still learning stuff after the time skip. I'm like, you had 2 years, dude.
So Orochi.
I don't know enough about it. I'm sorry.
So Orochimaru.
Horrible mentor.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think they easily they had to put somebody there that would end up being a horrible mentor. He doesn't really train anybody. He uses them.
he trains Sasuke, but he's using Sasuke, and Sasuke is
Right.
aware of it.
Right. So that right. He's not training for the benefit of everyone else. It is only for him.
Yes.
Kakashi. I mean, amazing. I don't.
I,
Oh,
I'll say good.
I was gonna say good
good. Okay.
because he favors Sasuke.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He relates to Sasuke, and he kind of passes Naruto off
To Jiraiya. Yeah.
So I mean, Naruto has a lot of mentors, but I would say Kakashi is good. And
He's a good mentor for Sasuke, but overall, as being a mentor, is kind of where he lacks.
yes,
Yeah.
Exactly.
I can't speak on Saitama.
I would average.
Yeah. I'll have to go with that for my bald king. Us bald kings gotta.
Like, he's truly doing his best to train Genos, but Genos already is more advanced than him. He's just not stronger, and he doesn't have much to actually teach.
Okay.
But I haven't seen two. Is there 3 seasons now?
I don't know. I'll be honest, I have
haven't-
not watched One Punch Man or read it, so.
I don't know. I'm trying to think back to when I watched it, but I don't think I'm caught up.
Alright. This looks like it's Makarov from Fairy Tail.
This one's you, Damien. It's been so long, I cannot say that.
I would not say he's amazing. I don't know. It's weird because he's more just a leader than he is a mentor. With Fairy Tail, they all kind of do their own thing. He's not really training too many people. He's not mentoring too many people. He might have good advice here and there, or might have a thing every so often, but he's not really like taking somebody under his wing. So
Average?
I would probably say, as a mentor, he's probably a bad mentor.
Okay, bad.
He's
Okay.
more of a leader than a mentor, in my opinion. All Might. I'm a little mixed on this one, I'll be honest. For Midoriya, an amazing mentor. For Bakugo, he kinda helps. I don't know. After a while, he doesn't really step into the mentor role as much. Midoriya
So you
kind
say
of does his
good?
own thing. I would say he's
It has to
probably
be
good.
bad though. If he doesn't step up, I mean,
He does.
Eventually.
I think the problem with All Might though is at the point in his life he's suffering with a lot. So I think what he's trying to, he's not able to give him the best potential that he could because he's hurt and isn't able to show as much of his quirk or the ins and out of the quirk that he shares with Midoriya. So I would say he's probably an average mentor because a lot of it
Okay.
Midoriya starts to figure out on his own. Then All Might say, "Hey, like I did this or I did that," and so I would say average. He's good in the beginning, but over time he's not really as present. I don't know who this is.
No idea. I don't know who the next couple are. The one looks familiar.
I believe this is Sabito or
Yeah.
from Demon Slayer. Alright, I'll just put these ones down here since we don't know them. It's been so long since I've done anything with Sabito.
I would say good.
Yeah,
Especially,
he trained Tanjiro to a degree, right? Right. And like I said, it's been so
yes.
long. This was like season 1, so
And it was such a short part too, but without him, Tanjiro wouldn't have moved on to
right.
actually going and becoming a demon slayer. So I'm gonna say good just for that alone because that was a pretty significant role.
Yes, I cannot remember his name, but I know he's from Demon.
Yorodoki.
He's the sword maker, right?
No,
Yes.
he
Yeah.
is the
Oh,
mm-mm.
sorry.
He is the one who trained Tanjiro on the mountain,
Okay.
and if you're up to date, he's involved again.
Okay.
The sword maker's the one who's got his mouth like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Um. I really don't remember him as well in his role from the beginning. I think I actually need to watch the newest episode of Demon Slayer, so maybe that changes my opinion on it.
It
But
it won't. I mean, maybe it will, but I would just say average or good. But
average.
he did train him well.
Yeah.
But I mean, overall, he didn't go above and beyond.
Yeah, I would argue that Sabito probably did more than at the moment, and that's crazy because he's dead. So, um, Aizawa, in my opinion, an amazing mentor. He is a mentor and a teacher for the students, and kind of takes everybody under his wing and tries to help them elevate their quirks. But that's just me. That's me being biased because Aizawa is one of my favorites.
I would say amazing or good.
Yeah,
I'd be okay with that.
yeah. I honestly, he's a better mentor than All Might, and he doesn't really, kind of like how Kakashi. He's a little bit reverse of Kakashi, where he actually isn't focused on one person.
He's similar to Aruka.
Yeah, very much. Yeah, Aizawa's gonna be amazing in my opinion.
I'm okay.
Nanami. I mean, if we were like smash or pass, this is a definite smash. As far as a,
Mentor, I didn't really see him do much mentoring. Little bit.
Nothing memorable to me.
Yes.
And maybe
I
that's
mean,
just another thing where it's been so long at this point.
he tried to protect his. I mean, they weren't even his students really, but he tried to protect them by telling them to wait behind essentially while he dealt with stuff. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it was unsuccessful, clearly, as we saw in Shibuya. But
Yeah.
I think I would say bad.
He's not the best mentor. Another one of those, probably better as a leader than
Yeah, mentor's not
actually
a
training.
good word.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, this next one I do not know who it is.
I got nothing.
That is Thor from Vinland Saga, and I
Vinland
would
Saga.
say absolute S tier. He is up there. He is amazing,
She has spoken.
And she has spoken.
without question. I mean, without
King.
pretty much the whole show is on his premise of fighting, which is not fighting. So
Well, hey, that's the best way to fight. King Kai.
I gotta go amazing. If I had to go one mentor, well, I would either put Roshi or King Kai as amazing. I wouldn't put them both. But
What
is
about
Roshi even on
what
this
about
list?
yeah? Roshi's at the end.
Is he?
Yeah.
Then I.
What about
The
Piccolo?
reason-
Piccolo's more what I'm. Best Dad award goes to Piccolo for sure.
Even though he's only 4 years older than Gohan.
That's okay. Nobody's paying attention to that.
Just how King Kai knows how powerful Goku is, but yet he still calls and checks on him.
True.
warns him and is so concerned with Goku. I mean, he's trained a lot of people across the universe, but Goku is like even the other Z fighters. Goku is still his soft spot.
Okay.
So that's the only reason I want to say amazing for King Kai.
I would say good. Only because I think Master Roshi is better considered for the amazing role.
I'm okay with it.
So Piccolo, I would have to say
I would
good.
I want to say good because he taught Gohan the basics, and then Gohan outgrew him very fast.
Yes.
And it's like you said, like Piccolo is more of a dad than Goku to Gohan.
All right, we got Gran Torino. I would say at least a good mentor. He actually trained Midoriya more than All Might did and taught him better stuff. And it's somebody that even later on in the anime and manga, Deku goes to him more than All Might about certain things. So
I'm fine with good.
I would go with good. Gojo.
Bad.
I would.
Average.
I would say I would give him average. I don't know. Fuck! It's so hard. I really like.
You guys are more the JJK fans than me, so I'll kind of just from what I've seen, I would say bad or average, but
I will raise it to average or lower it to average only because, I mean, he saved Itadori's life. Like without that, Yuji would have been killed immediately. So he literally saved his life. I mean, yes, he made him eat more, but that's besides the point here.
Yeah, I don't know. The problem with Gojo is he is training and he is teaching them, but the problem is he's not. His way of training isn't the most ideal because he's so overpowered. He kind of just takes control and takes the reins of things.
But he did give them opportunities to practice on their own and kind of send them into those situations.
That is true. That was a lot of the first season with him letting them do their thing, and then, hey, if you can't control, I'll come in there and step in. You know, I'll give Gojo good mentor. I could give him good mentor.
Good.
Yay!
We got a hard
fangirls will be happy.
At 9:15, Damien. So we might want to power through some of these.
Okay. I don't know who this is. Actually, I do know who this is. He's from Chainsaw Man.
Yes. Average?
Average, because I don't think we've gotten as far into his training with the anime. Whis, good.
I would say good.
Yeah, good mentor. I don't know.
He likes to let you. I think he's from One Piece, but I don't recognize him.
All right, we'll put him at the end here. This guy is Mihawk. I know who he is. I don't know his importance.
He trains Zoro. I haven't seen Zoro do much. I'm gonna say average.
Okay. Not sure.
He's from Bleach.
Bleach.
I really like him. Would you say amazing, Carrie?
I would. Yeah.
All right.
I would say amazing.
All right. Who we got here?
I don't know this one.
I don't know this one either.
Let me take a closer look.
He's got
no idea.
All right. He goes to the end. She is from Bleach.
Yes.
Is this Yororichi? Am I?
Yes. She's the cat.
Okay. What are we giving her?
Good.
Okay. This is that she's from My Hero. She was the mentor of All Might, and kind of also in a way a mentor to Midoriya through his quirk. I would say based on her success with All Might and what she's done with Midoriya and like ways to get him through, I would say a good mentor.
Okay.
Jiraiya, amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Perfect Sage definitely gets amazing.
One of the few times I've cried in it.
Yeah, you're not gonna hurt my feelings. I know he does.
Yeah. That's the only reason I said it because I knew you knew.
He's from Attack on Titan. I cannot remember his name though.
I can't remember it either. I'll let you
I
guys.
remember the name, but I'm going to go with good because of when he does turn into a Titan. Like, just that you can tell that he did make an impact on all of his students.
Right.
That alone.
All right.
Tsunade.
Lady Tsunade.
I will say good because she tried her hardest to make Sakura relevant.
Yeah.
No one can do that.
No. Toto. Right? Toji.
Toto, or I wouldn't say he's really a teacher.
He's
other
not a
than,
mentor.
I mean, he's given
He
some
calls
tips.
himself
I mean,
Yeah.
he gave
big bro.
Yeah, I mean, he gave Yuji some tips and pointers, but like, and maybe push Yuji to that
Average?
next level.
I would say average. I mean, he's an amazing big brother for sure. But
Yeah. If this was Big Brother, then definitely amazing. Master Roshi, amazing.
amazing.
Let's be honest.
He taught Goku his signature move, and he blew up the moon just to save Goku.
Yeah. And I mean, he made Krillin relevant. Let's be honest.
Honorable mention Genkai, amazing.
Yeah, you know, I'm actually shocked that Genkai was not on here. So,
Same.
Trevor, I know you were upset about that, but I'll put right up here a little picture of Genkai for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So that is our amazing mentor tier list. Again, this was kind of our speed round. We wanted to get just a video out there today and a stream to make sure everybody knew we weren't dead. Even though that might have been questionable last week.
Do you have any ideas of who you think is the best team in anime? Send it in the comments.
There we go. I'm glad you said that. I think I'm gonna put that in the anime group that I follow as well, because I would definitely the more the merrier on that, because I am struggling to find antagonist teams more than protagonists.
Ooh,
I got you guys.
Katie, what is the Bleach, the Arankar arc? What are they called? I forget.
You know how long it's been since I watched Bleach? You
Uh,
are killing me here.
I,
I need to rewatch it. It's been at least
if
like
you think
5
of it,
years.
yeah, we can put it in the chat. I just don't remember their name.
Obviously, the best team is the Jigglebutt gang, and nobody else is gonna beat that. So, on that note, this has been Weeb or Die. We will see you all hopefully next week. Hopefully with everybody here, so we can do our best team bracket. All right, everybody. It was great seeing everyone. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.